Okay, so you are welcome to Pepe's Rise channel on YouTube. Thanks for always watching us. We are grateful that you continue to watch us. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you have not. If you are watching us and you have already not subscribed, kindly do subscribe. You can see subscribe on the screens, on your screens. And if you tap on it, the D will be added to it. It becomes subscribed and you are an official member of the Pepe's Rise family. Thank you so much. Na mania bre papa. Mianga many branas acquire brofosem. Extra channel no Pepe's Rise extra there. Yeah, no brofo. Black Stars and Semus are not there. And yeah, no brofo. But had a tree asem and yeah, Kayania brepa. My name is Makacha, but papa be a maybe your PTA meeting. No more dink, one of a pay teaching, not the night pen form, not the night pen form, no more Cassano the night pen form. Na obi busan se opanyin ade no se hwe asem no mo kan komo de batwi a komo se nyansa pa woni patirim ye de nyansa e ba be ka asem e de akere empanyifo a wonom ehwe boso e Ghana ha maka cho se da the word fear e ba be tra me mu no that na bia me fira asasi so fear FEAR false evidence appearing real. Me understand no fear no. A false evidence. False evidence. Adia any false evidence appearing in ho. But as a wo e hunu ujitumpe na edo kra no eko. Asem we maka mesa aka bi na makoso aka. Makoso aka pa. Se samra na Ghana Football Association ade ye adwuma no. I am not challenging that emra anyhow. But I can say with all the confidence in me, I can say with all the intelligence I have, I can say with everything that I have that it does not make sense. I'm running seven. I'm paying for monima. Nyansa enim. Namunim so say nyansa nim. Unim say e bibi anime e hyemra. E de bibi abetesi a hyemra bia no. Bibi esi na amaya hyehomra. So sometimes based on the exigencies of the situation at that time, circumstances at the time would have made a certain law a very good law. Emrebi oha sabrinum enyoma na esisinti ebia sabrinum na eyemra papa na ebreko ne nimno. Society is dynamic. Yes sir, yeko yeba nyansa ekọ adimu nim de ekọ adimu no na emra ni bi oha Yahuze obroni sabe osum taze atwam mra na twam ewiase nyine jamra no na won so jamra no kwan so that you can move on. The regulations of the Ghana Football Association say so be withdraw from the league na the results no nya any stay then games na ka omo en one ne bebo no near 3.3 goals nyansenim, and I'll prove to you. This is not the first time I'm saying it. And maniabre, makacha Asante company for. Sanana penkra kwesiwa. Coach James Kwesi piano ni awaba. Mone lawyer Safuduku a mo communications director. Na nyame adomo sanso ye mrani ni mapa. Entrance. Enimonimu ya mo explore the option of writing to the FA to seek or to protest the law. Right to the FA to protest because I am right here. It won't chonko protesting country GFA is a mrano. Money on yagene. Now, cogent reasons, and I know this is something like Safuduku, oh man, 30 minutes on Vanya Kroba, ye kra. Muya, you people must copy the Federation of International Football Association, FIFA. Namun copy the Court of Arbitration for Sports. Namun ko seek proper interpretation if the FA is not ready. It is not just to the benefit of Asante Kotoko. And Kotoko benefit in tia, but for the proper advancement of our game, so that you born over course na course yintino. Emra we emra, ese ubi testemrano. Na ye born etugu. Ni etimi akoyenim. And I have my reasons for this. No my reasons for that. Makacho se FIFA e preach ade baako. FIFA say fair play. Fair play ni say me ne nyina ewo in one competition. Whatever I face, you must face. Whatever you face, I must face. And into the Ebo Liga, yen to me segregate say, yen in an Ebo League, dear. Nemum, league na ye bo no say me ne clubs bi bo na so ne clubs bi abo but ye wi na yakoyi champion da bi nti na no ada sa format UEFA at the buy no mo tie me the new format at the UEFA Champions League at the ball the Europa League. I spoke against it because the spirit of a league, to be fair, I must play all the teams on the league law. Now draw league table abra obi ni obi am but obi da obi anim there be enya ne sa baby into the spirit of fairness in football. They say ade bia available to you, no, it must be available to me. Now a better na teams aboka tieniye pa asem no, these are the cogent reasons that must be advanced. Obi aboka alpha players, alpha bus for teams that travel to sleep in hotels, Wakwada hotel, teams that pay per diem for players because they have traveled, what we are per diems. Omu BBM na sa ni akro no ene nso atama akobo game na ono obo kakobo game no azumi so olusu game no sa points ni age e de am nso atama o de obo ka no atefo nti azem ni ye o de wa boka akobo game no de wa boka wo match na okobo ye no a wo lusu no sa points de nso atama for mo de am na mo share it bomfa na de wono wan topotru wan tonzu one took car on sanka. There are times you go to the field. This is Nebiesi. Na sanka Bechem United Eco PM or Basake Yinase. Holy Stars Eco Park, and Sukujina Park, and so the referee in Akujina. And Bechem Arma. It when you declare club at the Ede Basake winners of the game. Now 3 points. Eco T Bechem 3 points. A different from a club who has communicated them at the end of Majai. It is not as if you name the position of Inswatamai, Sabia Inswatamino, Abia Bono, you want to my bar, no more Bigina Park. It is not, that is not the case. So their position is clear. They have communicated to the Ghana Football Association via a mail sent to the GFA, to the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association. Oma communicated, said, Bon, you mobile. Etinano games and Ezen Yakobono. Wa one club and the Edin Sotama Airboard, Unimisa or Mumma, Dungo be stadium Guano now. But GFM runners a side team now. So we can go up our own Sotama game, unye training, unco training because so we can only game biabo. Topetru, so now come home, so now go home. You don't incur any loss, you don't incur any costs. And runners say, Yamma 3 points and 3 goals for not kicking a ball. No more no boy in the results in Inaho. It is extremely unfair. Naomi yase Kotoko Echo ball unzwatre. Second game, no like second round Kotoko abo. Tiwan hia no bia kase opepe. Kotoko ntia because the last time I did this story, obi be kan say na mo de Kotoko ne de Kotoko ntia. Me ya pass omone Kotoko abo wie dada. Sen komune Kotoko ekran ka be ka kiro se nyansa enimre na mra no aye obsolete twam. I expect people at the FA, people like Dr. Randy Abbey, people like Mr. Frank Champo, any nipa bia me gi omudi say they should lead this and say movie. Now I say as a muti chire no da bia as a mu opusu bibi because asem we pa de emunu nyansa ene de pacho wa unim why on earth this law should be allowed to stay in our status. One unim why samra we bibi ese ema enunti yakoso agitum se enwo ye mre no oba me I love intellectual discourse. We can do that intellectual discourse because sabio mpanyifo manima nyansa ni asemunum enti me nam nim se nsuataman so ajabo nsuataman no what will you do is that your fan is any ball no ma mo bi kura. So any points gained between only teams is a sponge. Of course, who is sponge? Obaje got 3 points. But the challenge say every other weekend a team will draw by. It is hard team now draw by and all the other teams will play and they have the opportunity to pick the 3 points. It do some commission in Mimi Mobi. So it is very simple that you sponge the points. Uji Frim says yes, Kotoko 70, Obaje 3 free Kotoko. Now you say got 3 free. has ne ball draw nti has ebe lose 1 point pe omo share no enso obeje 3 no omo share omo na wagigiri nyina obi o a share de nine say nipa ko no lose we ye wia it is the same effect as if omo amobi they did not play. And the GFA must even be looking at the possibility of compensating clubs woman is at my boy, especially when goes at my home. Afi will be on far bass. Echoes at my home. Kobo, yes, at my home mobile. It is incumbent on the GFA to find finances to compensate those clubs because one of the members now do Mbazi in Niagron. Yaya Bokari also on mobile. And the effect of the game is null and void. Ab issue. The effect of the game. They say, "Sani pana me ko ni krom ne kobo bon so atamana me fa car e ko ni krom koda hotel ene ne kobo bo so share me o se me share no. It is null and void ab issue. Emphasis on issue BM. So you must even compensate me." Now let me take you into the Bible. Now unse mani bribia the Bible quotations at the eye adwuma e hapa. So I want to go to the holy book, the Bible. Now me mouse reference we. Etimre bi ona Jew for no ese wonom enti ase se Yesu Kristo akwa obi yare homeda na homeda na yenya adwuma enti watwomra na yemra ya tworo eda ho. If you take the Jewish laws at the time, it was in there, scripted in there, that on Sabbath you don't work on Sabbath. Eti eduafo nya dwuma da no to be ade a ye be jana me na because me eduafo me nya dwuma on the Sabbath. That was the law. And Yesu akwose obi ade and am paying for summoned Jesus Christ say Yesu akwose obi ade homeda. Listen to the response. You can read Mark chapter 2 verses 27 ubenya eho. Enti uridi Mark chapter 2 verse 27 unse all the gospel ni na no me sure say we will call Matthew, Mark, Luke and John ubenya eho normally awon na report asem na. Enti tie. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for Sabbath. The Son of Man is master even of the Sabbath. We Christo answer what the man Jew for no machine akwade nya no ene de nya no because we boom raso okoko so bi ade abra ene Sabbath ena Yesu Christo ka jom tie ye mrande manipa ya anya nipa amamra Ghana Football Association mo ye mrande ma class mo anya clubs amamra ti asem ni yipa. We did not create clubs for football. We created the rules. You create mrano at my clubs and you create clubs na mfa mrano. Enti please this nyansen ni mesramo. Nyansen Kristo mese no mo so mo nya no. Say akwara kwase obi are o Sabbath. Obeka chomo say man was not made for Sabbath. Sabbath was not made for man. What I say? The Sabbath was not made for man. Not man for Sabbath. Eti yanya mra fa manipa. Ye nipa mum ene de ma mra nti nipa ye kɔ ye nim no bɔ na ye bɔ no ye mra ne se de bɔ no ye anya clubs ne se mra nti ne ye clubs baby but clubs nti ne ye mra. We made the laws for the clubs, not the clubs for the law. And today I want one person me penipa ba ko a obetima chechiri ma chem say oh pepe ABCD ntia na check ABCD a ubohu say ense sa na ye, then we can move on. If somebody can tell me the spirit behind this particular law, then I say okay nkai mrana look for the spirit and the letter. This is the letter. The letter says that for points, that's the letter. What is the spirit behind it? Are they still relevant today? Are they still relevant today? Some of us will continue to voice out. And may expect court management. No more cogent reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the reasons. We feel that it must be changed. Even if it is not changed now, it could be changed later. See a bobo on Enkano. Before Bossman ruling never ban. Now play our club we are what boy we now contract as we signed 3 years now we are club na it determined baby on the woko. The club room per one terminate contract now. Bossman said they be on pay. On the less than 1 year on the contract as well. Next 6 months, young man of Quine Crown one team be pay any income. It is the reason we got the Bossman ruling. You started born and come home. Tia Quay changes eba and Marani yes some. Now I will continue to say it because you see, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Nyome here, see decided say enka ho asem bi ma free sada no na enkwa ene life nyamede ba na eba na wie. I have one famous quotation that I want to give. I was asking we or say the ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and the cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. Enti ye boy wo kroma nyina ye nim sense amra nyamra pa. But akwese nipa mienu miensa bi na e kana ase kotoko da binya kotoko ntia emra no ehun nim faso. No say the ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people. Tis a nipe di bone, nipe she nipa so, nipe mie nipa mene a. Enya no pa ne tragedy woman. Tragedy ne say the good man will stand idle and not talk about it. That is the biggest tragedy, and it is the reason I am talking about it. Didn't you make a wasam? And yes, sir, we will all in silence be committing the biggest tragedy when we see that people are being oppressed, when we see that people are being suppressed, when we see that cruel people are treating people badly and we remain silent. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and the cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. When good people decide not to talk about what the bad people are doing, we are in fact conniving with them. We will continue to say it. We will continue to say it. Nanu, adia ba ko ma boni etimi etena. Nejina. When good men decide not to talk about it. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. You are a good man. But when we say, if you decide not to act, if you decide not to do anything, the necessary idea, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. When we do nothing, when we clearly know say adia na ekoso no nye but ye kan ya no tum say ye nka hwe emfa ho a eno enkasa ye ne ma akonya ma bone no atimi atena me de mekoso aka me se me penipa baako ya obe free Ghana Football Association abe kirem say oh pepe emra no ni sentia ye nie na the relevance of the law enie mekama no atum the relevance of the law na say inso atama so ma ja no enti so one for 3.3 goals na ma obi a ene na nipa kro no e bi ono abefa bus akoso akwakobo no akwakose no now this asem no abane ya discuss here the merit of the point you seek to use to justify the law today. Me say at the time you say emra e bia na justifiable. I don't know. Minim de kofa sa emra boni we e de bae. Se me maboka akobobo ya sheme me de ni stay Obi Antonzo wanto such a thought about say I'm a player no because ball wins you ankobo but the amount 3.3 goal. Where is the fairness? Nippon so a jabo. Unifrim expunge all the points because so a jabo. Then compensate those who played that club. Compensate them. Expunge the points gained from games that nobody can bother than. Oh yeah. No more compensating clubs are especially on what call chrome, Saudi Ocradi chrome, the emphasis of chrome, because gauge fees near there. But what we call chrome no, find a way to compensate them. That is the spirit of fairness. And not just oh yeah fair. And yes sir, wow buy a show, wow draw. Name wa only name more any there. It is presumed and garbage channel. Is that the point? Is that a presumption that, oh, any and could be a besheno, etienne, one more dia, yama 3 points, yama 3 good, now could be a cabesha 5. It do the 3 points, 3 goals in the mobi. Now, obi the son will be home. A colleague, no man. I don't know, but I think that I will continue to advocate for this. Kotoko should take the lead. Other concerned people, other concerned men, good men. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and the cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. See, you never did here. You never did born for. It in confront church room musa GF. Yen chiremu, send chiremu and tosuma. Yan fanko FIFA say, yan fanko cars. Ni yan kwajin chiremu papa. Ni yan yisa amra influence and mrawe dear. Mwa ubia. Ewa gana. Medama say, munko swana munche page no. Thank you so much.